Right as Rosie leaves. Call Rosie.
Give her time to make it back to the house.
They're here?
Dada, call Rosie. Stay here.
She goes, what's the problem? I want to know what the problem is. She goes, I don't know. Don't look at me. I did everything I was supposed to do. What?
It's an asinine problem.
I know, but my sister ran over and she goes, you tell them. And I was like, okay, calm down. Calm down. She just put out.
Stop jumping around, Jared.
Put the dog in the cellar there, please.
So you yell too much. That is what this is. There's too much yelling.
You gotta be.
That's a sorry excuse.
No, listen, dude.
No, don't do that.
It is.
She's nice. Listen.
I'm not trying to be smart.
Yeah, he goes, I'm not talking to nobody. I'm like, okay, calm down.
Yeah, no, that's what it is. There's too much yelling.
And I'm thinking of one of two people. Boom and boom.
I mean, seriously.
Yeah, nobody.
No, I'm being honest.
Nobody likes. They find fault.
But all
She
the
killed all the cats.
all the houses are this close.
I know. Well, she killed 5 of my cats.
Well, maybe you'll get a call because I'm a loud person. Like,
You guys have me so freaking
Even the
worried.
dog's loud.
Rosie's like, tell the kids to come to my house. I'm like,
no.
she made me call you 10 times. So.
Listen, it's a horrible day.
Maxie.
It's a horrible day. Good.
Horrible day.
He came home, I was crying.
Max.
He's like, what is going on? I'm like, I have no idea. I got in trouble for something I didn't even do. I go to work every freaking day. I said, Rose, what else do you want from me? Come on.
So I could care less. People yell. I don't care. Go to school. That's the biggest thing.
I knew that.
They'll ignore me because I went to go to see you at school one day and you weren't there. That's the biggest thing, because that would be the only thing that would cause problems.
Right.
Because are you listening?
He's listening.
I love teenagers.
Yeah, because I did take them to Med Express, and then they got them 4 days off. I'm like, oh, why are they giving them? No, because
Viral infection?
Yeah, she said, nope, they're not allowed back in school until the test resolved, because it was one girl. And
Yeah.
she goes, no, it came back negative. Oh, no, they're not allowed in school. I'm like, why not? I said, well, they're going to complain.
And then, yeah, that's,
Because it was 4 days and another 4. That's 8. What do you want me to do?
that's what I don't understand. So, this shouldn't be an issue right now with the way the pandemic is. If kids don't feel good, you send them to school. They send
Wait,
them
here gets
home.
a better one. 2 weeks ago, so I'm going to go get all their. I take him down there. He had diarrhea. He had a sore throat. Then they wouldn't see me. Gave me another excuse and rescheduled it for next week. I said, but all you're doing is they're going to keep missing school, and then I'm going to end up getting in trouble because I have all these excuses. And she goes, nope, that's the way Governor Wolf has it, honey. I said, well, then you have to go to school.
That is my theory, because my son has been sick, and then they send him home, and then I go to send him back, and they're like, you need to wait. I was like, okay, so now if y'all send me for like getting a truancy referral or something,
Right.
then we're gonna have a new problem because
They missed 10 days from Med Express and then 2 from down there. So what do you want me to do?
The wildness, I'll tell you, we've been together since we were 16,
Oh,
15,
wow,
16 years old. Their whole family was wild. They lived in a little trailer. And they
You
stayed
miss my
together.
sister. She.
And I guess I talk loud now because you're around so much, you know.
yeah,
I try to keep it calm.
Okay.
loud.
So bring it on. I didn't know. Jesus Christ. You better call her and tell Rosie. Give her 10 minutes to get home because she's having a heart attack.
So you follow the message?
I won't let her. Everybody flew everywhere. They just pulled out when you was pulling in. Derek goes, she's here. They just went down the road. I went, They're all the way back to Belt Road.
Every possible slow driver. And right when I got in,
Stop it, Maxie.
my gas light went beep, 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 beep. I'm like, okay, I got probably maybe 20 miles. I don't know, give or take, whatever. At this point. Okay, so I just want to talk to you.
Yeah.
Look,
Okay.
I'm gonna do this about after two since I've wasted your time. Who do the kids see when they're sick? Men.
Med Express and wait, they have a new Dr. Petro, Petro,
Where's that at?
right down here. It's Centerville Clinic,
Okay.
and it's on 7th Street now.
Okay.
Because it's too hard to get to Charleroi. Rosie's giving me the car on Friday. I don't have a car.
Fine.
She got kids too, so see?
Unrealistic. Oh my god. Yeah. Like,
Instead of, when you do this, okay, one or two of my guys went over. Well, she didn't say that. Oh, man, there's a nurse. Okay, wait a minute. The guy that is, okay, he just came here a couple months ago. He had a couple cats. Well, wait. So he left his couple cats on. Now, the one down, that's in the second, I don't know if they did, but the third house down, she had three. She left them out. All of a sudden,
Move on, Blue. Jared, stop.
I never thought of looking on their porch for a cage. I come to find out, cat up within 24 hours. I said, why didn't you come and tell me? Hey, your cat's coming out here, go through my garbage. I don't want that. I said, fine, I will make sure them cats stay in the house. So she had started the nurse. So she's like, my kids are crying. So I find out. They did it, and I know why they're doing it. But one day, she came to my porch, and I was being honest, in the summer. He happened to be outside with his daughter, her cat that she had since she was 4 years old. And I'm telling the nurse, I said, well, see the cage right there? I killed it. And she's like, what? I have a 2-year-old, a 6-year-old, and an 8-year-old. She walked her little
Go
girl
upstairs
over,
now.
banged on the door. They were both in there. Look, and Mr. And I love her. I love her. She's shorter than me. And she's go, it was funny because she goes, you're gonna play that? You're really gonna play that after I just saw you in the window. Would you want to tell my daughter what you did to her cat? So then this one here, she starts crying. Because she's a year older than Derek. She wants to know what. The dad goes over with a freaking camera. The mother comes out. She's like, listen, I moved here 8 months ago. I do not know any of you people. I am not bothered nobody. You do not touch my effing hair. And I'm like, and Derek goes, I said I didn't start that. They asked me who did it. I said no, he did it. They all went to her house. Half hour later, they're all out on her porch because all these people, and Derek goes, Mom, I said, hey, I was lying in the neighbors. They asked me who did it. I found out they did it to mine. So yeah, I told them. What do you want me to do? I'm not lying to people. They should have had some balls and said, excuse me, and you start knocking on everybody's door and go, excuse me, I don't want your cat on my property.
right.
But they didn't do that. Instead, they killed 3 of ours, 2 of theirs, and 3 of theirs. And God knows how many of them.
They said
The
euthanize.
guy said when he came here, he says, honey, I'm going to be very honest with you. We were talking, he's right down there. He says, guess who's the only person who's playing them? I said, oh, that's one and that one and that one. Right. Them. He goes,
Just keep it
it's
down.
always them. They are on
Keep
the
it down,
phone 24/7 about your cat, that cat.
Keep it down, Jared.
Okay. Well, why didn't you knock on my door? Just tell me.
Stop it, Jared.
You don't have to be that ignorant. I said, okay, I'll get over it. You wanna tell these little kids that lost their parents? I said, she did. She walked her kids right over to them. And they went and answered the door. But she said, so, they're sitting at their picture window of that house right there, looking out. Why won't they talk to me? Why won't they talk to my daughter? I just want them to tell her like they did to her cats.
What about these ones over here though too?
I already told her.
Was you here before?
Huh?
Was you here before?
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Yeah, what are you supposed to do when they're sick all the time? Because they
Yeah.
won't.
I
Jared
want
said,
somebody to tell me.
Jared told me, his one teacher, because he was 99 something, and she said next time when he's 99.9, she has to call Papa to pick him up. Ain't you gonna miss school? And it's gonna be another day and another day. Me and some other moms just talked about it this morning.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, well, what do you want me to do? They told me down there, legally, Governor Wolf said they're not allowed to be in school. Wait, there's a whole list. I said, Paul, you gotta hear it. Sneezing, coughing, diarrhea, chills, fever. There's a whole slew. I says, well, I'm a CNA. Did you ever stop to think it's a common cold or it might be just flu and not the COVID? And so, what do you want me to do about it? Because this is stupid.
Listen, that's what I was having a discussion with my husband last night. I was like, so let's say theoretically we would get a truancy referral from my son. I was like, I'll go to the school and I'll have a conversation with them the best I can. But if they push it and we have to go to MASH, I just want to know what's the right thing.
Right. Me too.
I just want to know.
Because I just sent him to school sick, and then when because they get real mean, then why? Because they did it already to me with them. Why did you send him to school sick? I'm like, because you're going to complain with things today. So let him go on the bus and infect everybody, and the bus driver. Now they have a shortage at Ringgold.
I do love you guys.
Because Friday
I say
morning,
mean, I say mean
they
things because
said,
I fight with
Yeah,
Jared's
uh-huh.
bus
I
stop,
fight with
wait
words.
there till somebody.
Sure.
If they
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
pick you up within 20 minutes, then leave.
I asked
I'm
you
like, well,
sometimes
I'm in park.
if you meant
How
that
do
as
you
a
make
joke,
it
you said
full?
no.
Walking
Yeah,
from
but I-
here all the way
no.
to Ringgold South? Why not? You guys got another problem because there's the bus shortage. They dropped him off one day. I went, Paul, you gotta hear it. Not here. They had to put him on a different bus.
Eric,
here.
it's like
They
in the
dropped
moment.
him
You know what
off
that means?
all the way down.
It's in the moment. When everything escalates like that,
Down
that's
by
why.
Inwood, and then walk all the
Stop
way
it.
there. I
Tell him to
said,
settle
"What?
down."
Settle down, Josh. Save it for later.
Bus driver shortage. I said, then put him online for a while till you get all this stuff done.
Yeah.
It's not going to, now, I can understand, hey, you're doing fine, they do what you do it, then that's fine. You can do whatever you want. But, come on, now, you're getting a little out of hand with that. I know, because I talked to two other mothers, and they're like, my kid missed 16 days already. I went, oh, what do you want me to do? I says, and they did, look, and I sent him out to school. Vanderbilt Clinic, they rescheduled, and she already warned me. She says, if they come in that day, first we're doing their temperature. If they're sniffling, coughing, she says, we're not seeing them. We're legally not allowed to see them. We will give you another example. Oh, I said, well, this is going to be the third time, so they better just see them and get it over with. This better be it. It's not my problem. It's not my fault. Really.
How?
So.
Uh-uh.
Oh, no, we're gonna like. No, he thinks we're probably, I don't know. I says, I don't know, I haven't done it up yet.
What you think? CYS is coming in here and taking y'all?
That's what Jared probably thought.
Huh?
That's what Jared probably thought.
Jerry, I don't know. It's worse. But I don't know.
Jared, stop.
Well, I tried to call you and your thing said,
Yeah, mailbox is
Full.
full. You know why? Because this has been the worst day of my life. Seriously.
What school district is your kid in?
Benworth.
Oh, Bentworth. So see, Derek, everybody's having problems because
Yeah.
you guys got problems too.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's everywhere. And then we have schools that don't tell us kids are missing, and then they're at like 50 days, and then they decide to tell us they're missing. What do you want me to do after 50 days? Like, oh, I just don't get it. Alright, this. I'm trying. Can you guys go somewhere else?
yeah, Derek, go.
Come on, Jared, let's go.
I mean, I'll tell
I'm not gonna be mean. You'll hear I'm loud. You would hear me if I'm mean.
Jared, come on.
you know, you get
Come on.
someone I am wrong. And those who knows wrong. If they don't,
Actually, let's
they
They
will
don't
say,
listen.
you dumb. Oh, I never, nope, nobody ever said nothing to me. And I'm like, bullshit. If they can hear me next door, I know for a fact, I told you.
Okay.
He's real nice, too.
Where'd Jeffrey go?
Upstairs.
Okay.
He's scared too. Because
Okay.
we don't know.
So I put an X. This just means you saw me. And then there's an X for the kid's school, doctor, and then this goes with doctor. That's all. Here's why I wanted you in a different room. That's what we're gonna have a fun. So there's.
Oh yeah, stay upstairs. It's to your benefit, I would.
So hold on, there's many. There's 3 for each kid.
I don't know what's going
So-
on no more.
What I'm gonna do, the number you called me on, when I leave here, I have one more visit. I can put the other stuff. I have one more visit.
Well, they said there's no way anybody called me. 724.
I did not have the number, so that doesn't help.
I'll even give you my sister, because Rosie definitely.
Jesus, no.
Oh no, Rosie's real nice.
Well, she was here, she's all fired up.
Because she doesn't know, and that's what I told her. I says, what do you want me to do with this? I said, Rose, listen, this is what I was told at Med Express, and I told this to the school.
2 more.
She's a registered nurse. Now, this ain't no CNA.
Yeah, there and there.
This ain't no CNA.
Yeah.
It goes aid, CNA. Well, no, it goes aid, MedTech CNA, because I'm MedTech CNA. Then it goes LPN, registered nurse. Darn, it's all there. No, they came in Sunday morning. Listen, you wait till you hear this. 11 o'clock, guess what time they saw us? Little after 4. I could not believe it. There was a girl, this one's good. So, of course, I don't know, they lock the doors down, they have to clean it for 50. I'm like, what? Anyway, so she goes, nope, and Derek had a sore throat. Okay, well, she saw that. And then something was wrong with Jared's ear. But he was complaining about diarrhea. Wait, so then she does this swab test. You gotta hear this shit, because I told it to the school. We do this swab, right? Negative. I'm like, okay, cool. You know, no. She says, we're gonna do it. She leaves, comes back. She goes, hey, well, where'd you have that? And Derek goes, you have a messy ball. I bet you would have pitched it over. She goes, you do know you can still get it. And I said, this is an RN telling him this, okay? An RN, okay? She says, her says, and Sean, she says he already missed 26 days. They are not allowed in school till that second test comes back. So when? I didn't know. I'm like, okay, so I'm like Monday or Tuesday off. She gave a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off until the test. She goes, the test should be back Thursday. I'll call you. As long as it's negative, you're fine. If it's not, then they have to wait. I was like, another 10 days after that? Well, then how they making all them days up? Well, then that's not my fault.
And then in 15 years, all these kids are gonna be so behind.
They already know. And you know what I did? Extra files for the school. Because I don't trust the school either, because they're telling me one day when I did it, I said that you got one that has 4 days off. Got another one that has 4 days off. Got one that has 2 days off. I said, and by the way, I went down to the library instead of, because trust we had issues.
Yeah.
My daughter's 26, the other one. Wait till you hear this. This is from years ago. We haven't got one excuse. Had to call my mother. Thank God she knows the doctor for good. So back then, I don't know if they kept them, now they do. Back then they didn't. I'm like, Mom, she's like, well, what, you better get up Michelle's ass. I said, just give it to the little one. So wait, the one lady told me, here's what to do. Get the fax number for Ringle's Health and Ringle mail it. Bring it down to the library, we'll fax it all in, and here, you get a copy, Ringle gets a copy. Keep them, don't. That lady told me down here, there's a lot of kids sick, honey. Do not. She says, because in case they ever say they misplaced something, you got a copy at home. And I went, I have a folder now for Derek and Derek.
So when I leave here today, I have one more visit. When I get home, at some point tonight, I'm gonna delete my voicemail so there's room. But Matt, send me a text message.
Oh, I will.
I'm going to do the stuff tomorrow, so I will get it to you. I will bring it, I'll bring it during the day.
Yeah, I'll go. That's why she wanted to get out of the room, you don't know.
This is done, this is over. This
Oh,
is
that was stupid. That was so stupid.
nice waste of time. It's a good time.
Okay. Yeah, Derek, so, you know, some people are regular people and have kids too, believe it.
Yeah.
Right? You know.
Be realistic. Be realistic.
Don't you yell?
I live in a duplex. I can't believe nobody's ever called on me. I'm a loud person. Thank
So,
you guys.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Be careful, honey.
I have a question. Why does she look so familiar?
She said she was at your school looking for you.